Hi, this is Chef Remy. Today we're going to make corn pudding, and of course you know the kids love it. It's very healthy. There's very few ingredients, and there's not that many steps. We're going to go into some of the ingredients now. We're going to have a 20-ounce can of whole kernel sweet corn, some milk, an egg, paprika, ground mustard. The flour is going to be all-purpose flour, bleached or unbleached. And we're going to get 3 different colors of peppers if you can. Take a slice out of each one. A small onion. Some butter and some cornflakes. We're going to use that as a topping later at the end. And of course, salt and pepper. Alright. Now on the bell pepper, you see we only took a slice, and we're going to cut them lengthwise just like this right here, and then take your knife and go across, and you wind up with this. Put it all into a bowl just like that. Alright, same thing with the onion. Chop it up, 1/4 cup of onion, put that into a bowl. Here we go with the ground mustard, just a 1/4 teaspoon of ground mustard and a 1/2 teaspoon of paprika. Salt, 1/2 teaspoon. And now the flour, 2 tablespoons of flour. Just like that. Milk, 3/4 cup of milk. Moving right along now. 1 large egg, and we're just going to beat it very slightly, like so. Grind a little bit of pepper into the flour. And you can tell I like everything in bowls, huh? Well, there you have the ingredients. We have 2 tablespoons of butter. There's our paprika, our ground pepper, our corn. We have the can opened up, the egg beaten. Now let's take the flour and put it together like this. Just like that. The salt, the flour, the paprika, the ground mustard. Give it a little bit of a stir, and that way you've got it sitting on the side ready to go. You could buy seasoned flour, by the way. Alright, so we got a hot pan, a 10-inch, and we're going to melt the butter. A nice thick pan like this would be good to have. Now we go ahead and throw the onion and the bell pepper in there, and we're going to saute that until it's nice and softened, cooked, just like so, about 4 minutes at medium heat. Now our flour. Okay, now this has a name, what we're doing here. It's called a roux. What we're doing is we're cooking that flour until it loses its floury taste. And you're going to get a little bit of a smell of peanut butter from that flour. That tells you that it's cooked. Alright, and that should take about 2 minutes or so. You take it off the heat, and you put the milk in all at once, just like so. Put it back on the heat and bring it to a boil. And it starts to thicken. But only let it boil for about a minute. Don't go too far, because remember, it's going to go into the oven. There you see it boiling. And you put the corn in now. Should be a 20-ounce can. You could have fresh corn if you want. And now the egg, which was lightly beaten. And that's going to be a binder, you see. It's going to hold all that together when we bake it. Now you stir it up real well so it's an even color. It's all mixed up real well. And we're going to pour it into a 1-quart baking dish or casserole. Don't go more than 1 quart. It won't look pretty because it'll be too little inside of a bigger vessel. So there, that's just right, 1 quart. Now we're going to do the topping. So we have a cup of cornflakes, and we melted 2 tablespoons of butter, and we're going to stir that up real well and make sure that every little tiny piece of cornflake is wetted. And you could crush it too, like so, like I'm doing there, evenly. And now we're going to spread it out over the top of the corn. And we're done. We can set our oven for 350 degrees. 350 degrees Fahrenheit. There you go, nice and even. Could break that up a little bit finer if you want. And there you have it. It's almost 350 degrees. We're going to go ahead and put the casserole inside and set our clock for 30 minutes. Alright, it's counting down. Now during that time, towards the end, you can probe it with a toothpick or a device like I have here, and check the middle of it to see if it's set. Now there will be some of the butter coming around the sides and bubbling, will mislead you a little bit and make you think that it's very jellied-like. But it's really setting at around 30 minutes. And you go ahead and take it out, and we let it cool off. You can serve it warm or cold. And there you have it. Now we're going to pour it into small bowls with a little bit of lettuce so it looks pretty like that. And there you have it. Corn pudding, also called scalloped corn. Well, thanks for watching. This is Chef Remy. Bye-bye.